If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Blue Devils will... started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. So Georgia State's offense will start this game off with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down.
Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Using his legs, it's Overton. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Blue Devils are on the move. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Using his legs, it's Overton. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gage. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McGee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To throw, it's Stanley. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's McGee. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Georgia State, 14-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Escapes trouble. Fires left. Got him downfield. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball. And put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Stanley. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And the Blue Devils are flying down the field.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game. But at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Algier. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There he goes. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Got it in the middle. It's McGee.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Tempo and overdrive. To the air. It's Stanley. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And it's on the ground. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Stanley. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force.
Touchdown, Georgia State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And as he throws, works the middle. Touchdown, Duke! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Did should not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Back to throw, it's Stanley. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drop.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Blue Devils are on the move. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's McGee. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and working through all the bodies and traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Blue Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
A There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Hauls it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. In different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Caught near the sticks. It's Mitchell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
With the catch, it's Mitchell. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Grabbed in the middle, it's McGee. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest.
There he goes. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
25.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, the puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking.
Tight end trying to get in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Looking to get it in. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of.